What's happening, world? Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Cognac Confessionals. I'm your host, Deshaun, here at Where Media Meets Studios, in conjunction with VJ TV, Farrell Films, History in the Making Entertainment, Keep It Cloudy Productions. You know, uh, it's the first of the month, March 1st. You know, yesterday was the last day of February of Negro History Appreciation, couple of weeks sort of. So I know all you niggas finna turn in your kente cloths and break out the shamrock shakes. How you
Y'all
niggas
better
be
not be
doing?
loud on St. Patrick's
I
Day as
don't want to
quiet
see
as
that
y'all
shit.
was.
Niggas about to turn into motherfucking Keebler elves and leprechauns. But anyway, what's happening, world? Let's get into it
What's up?
tonight. I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves, starting with my co-host.
Hey, it's your boy Pharaoh, aka Pharaoh Films, man. Just here to do the most.
And as usual, man, it's your boy Camouflage, K-A double M, in the building.
Yeah. And our guest tonight, we're gonna go ahead, bruh. Speak on it.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Rockstar22, aka Rock, aka Rasan Vaughn, aka My Mama Love Me. I'm really Kim's son.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. First off, I want to welcome you to the show, bruh.
Yeah, no, thank you
Appreciate
for
you
having me.
taking
I
time.
appreciate being here, for real.
Oh yeah, you know
Yeah.
we all about having fun and giving people their flowers and a lane and opportunity to be out here and let the world know who they is and what they doing. You know.
For sure, I appreciate that. I respect it.
So what's happening with you? For the people that don't know, you know, people need to get the world your background, bro.
Man,
You know, you tell
well,
what it
who
do.
I am now, I'm Rockstar22. I'm a musician.
Yeah.
Got a lot of things going on in the streets of Oakland and just trying to spread the word of positivity and high vibration as far as my music go. Who I was Rasan Vaughn, the football player, Oakland, California, born at Highland Hospital, 22nd and Foothill, the murder dove to be exact.
Murders.
And my football background speaks for itself. But if I could take y'all down the road,
Go for
Come on.
you know what I'm saying? I grew up playing for the San Leandro Crusaders, right here down the road, and then I went to Washington High School, played over there, did some numbers in the 2 years that I did play high school.
Right.
Moved on to the College of San Mateo, where I finished off to be the number one receiver in the nation.
All American.
All American, baby. And then I went on to sign to the University of Oregon. After that, then I got picked up by the New York Jets.
Right.
And then I made it back home. I mean, which we all pray to do, man. I got to play for the Oakland Raiders.
That's right. So he made it to the league, people. He made it to the league.
Now, you know, the running joke about Master P always was he was the only man to make it out the hood in all kinds of ways possible, sports and music.
Right.
So, man.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
here.
Master P, we
Yeah.
got a young one coming.
Yeah,
Cause he
I'm
done
here.
made it out the hood of sports. He making it out the hood of music. Then after that, we gonna need some films
No,
and then
we
man.
speaking my language.
And now
man.
you'll be right there with Master P. Shout out to the legend.
Shout out
Right.
to him for sure.
So, tell us about you growing up. So you said you grew up in the murders. I'm always impartial, very partial, and when it comes to my hood, So what was it like growing up in the Dubs as a young man?
90s, everybody know what the 90s was like. Music was good. I mean, we was coming out of an era where drugs was high.
Yeah.
But I was a school kid. To be honest with you, I wasn't running the streets. You know what I'm saying? I was making my way. At 8 years old, I had the vision. My mom helped pave that way and put us in the right areas and around the right people. And my grandpa would make sure that we made it to practice every day. So for me, growing up in the Dubs was like, hey, there go that athlete kid. Everybody watch out for him. Everybody make sure he good because you know what I'm saying. He shining right
It's
now.
kind of family oriented over there.
Right. So
It's deadly, but it's family too.
Yeah, that was the name when you first started. 23rd family.
Okay. And man. So it was a good time for me. I've seen a lot of things. You know what I'm saying. But those things helped me understand what I didn't want in life. More so of what I was going to. I knew where I wanted to be at. But these things showed me like, hey, you don't want to be that, so stay far away, and that helped also pave the way.
Now let me ask you a question. As a person, as an athlete, you always competed at a super high level. Was the All American, number one. Man saw that dream. Man is sitting at a table signing an NFL contract. Now, when you switch over to the music business, sometimes you deal with individuals that's kind of slick, don't put forth the same effort,
Right.
ain't disciplined. How do you deal with that as a person who's always performed in life at a certain level?
Man, that's a great question. It's been tough. It's a bumpy road, especially the music industry. Man, they always they trying to be the best magicians on the stage. But man, I got the mindset. Even though I was number one in the nation and All American, I also went through ups and downs. I played 2 years in high school only. You know what I mean? And that was because of grades and stuff. So I kind of take those ups and downs the same way I do here. You're gonna have those run-ins and run outs. You know what I'm saying? But it's the ones that stick with you. So
But do it really chap you when you're a person? Because in football, you go out and you get it done, or you don't.
right.
And then in the music business,
It's
there's a lot of people bullshitting,
Right.
talking fat, this and that, not
Right.
really putting in no work.
Right,
It'll make
right.
you be sometimes going to like, man, quit bullshitting,
Yeah,
quit
yeah.
talking, and let's
Yeah.
go, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, I'm 6'2". You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So and I ain't no little guy. So I make sure that at least when they in my face, you know what I mean. We stick to what we got to stick to. I ain't here to punk nobody. Like I said, I went to school. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, hey, we gotta conduct some ground right here. This is the line that we cross. And anything they pull behind the curtains, I can't control that. So what I do is I make sure, hey, if I see that and the curtain closed there, I make sure to move on and take everything I learned from that situation and then move on to the next one and try to make it better.
Cool. Well, I haven't been in the league and stuff like that. I know that you're not gonna accept nothing in the music business but top success.
Greatness.
So, you know what I'm saying? So I know you on your grind,
Yeah.
man. Tell me how your last projects was doing for you.
Man, I did good. So I got this song called Bossed Up. Everybody go check that out. That hit the top 200 on the iTunes Billboard charts. I
As
came
an
in,
indie?
yes, as an individual,
Okay.
yes, as an
You doing
indie
the
artist,
numbers.
yes, and I came in at number 54. It was a great day. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, the
So you
numbers
in the
were-
top 2, you in the top 100.
Yeah, you
Never
doing
in the
it.
top 50.
Yeah.
Which is
so-
quite an accomplishment because it's people out there with the machine behind them
Right.
that ain't doing numbers like that.
Right. Yeah.
So if you get the machine behind you, you're gonna be number one.
Right, and that's all I'm waiting on right now. The right team, you know what I mean. I'm looking for that Oregon, that you know what I mean, that championship team. I want a Rose Bowl there, a Fiesta Bowl. So I'm trying to put those together right now, and it takes time. You know what I mean.
Right.
They wasn't always good, and it ain't gonna always be good right here. But we gonna put it together.
Okay, confident.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that.
It is.
I like that.
So you said that Rose Bowl,
Yeah,
you got that ring.
yeah. 2 of 'em. I got 4. Actually, I got 3 rings.
Tell them about it.
Yeah, I got 3 rings. Hey, yeah, I got 4 rings.
That
all
team
over,
that got a million fucking uniforms,
every
which
day.
is dope.
Yeah. Every week we switching in and out, man. I got 4 rings. I got a junior college ring, and then I got the Rose Bowl. I got the Pac-12 championship. And then I got the Fiesta Bowl ring. So
Okay.
you know,
He got his jewelry up.
Yeah.
Jewelry up.
It's in a safe, chilling. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pull them out when it's time to.
There
But
you go.
you know, we
So you've been doing a lot of shows and stuff. You've been touring.
So I got a tour coming up actually in Brazil, August 12th. That's what I'm gonna be doing here next. I'm gonna go through Brazil and then we're gonna go to Portugal. Before that, at the end of this month, actually, I'm performing in Brazil. So yeah, man, I haven't performed a lot in the past year here actually in the Bay Area. I performed in New York last year, Miami, L.A., and then I came back to Oakland, San Jose. So I did those things, but the Bay Area, my sound is pretty big, I would say. You know what I mean? So it ain't catching. It ain't got that Oakland sound, but it's the new Oakland sound. That's how I see it. So right now, a guy named Romani, he hit me on Instagram through my Spotify. He found me on Spotify. He found me on Spotify. So we connected. It just so happened that him and Mark, they close. They cool people. So it was a crazy.
Shout out to Mark Anthony.
Yeah, shout out to Mark Anthony. It's a small world.
Shout out to Mark.
So he found me on Instagram. We had Mark in common. It was crazy. We talked about it. He signed me up to perform at the end of this month, and then August 12th we go on tour. So I'll be opening up. I won't be no main act, but I'll be opening up for him, and he's the biggest. He's the biggest act coming out of Brazil right now.
He's a hip hop act out there.
It's like hip hop. You know, they kind of
They got their regular. They got their mixture.
Yeah.
Right. So,
When did you get into music?
I started doing music about 4 years ago now. Maybe we could call it 4.5. You know what I'm saying? But 4 years ago. So I stopped right after I stopped doing football. I had that intermediate stage where I'm trying to figure out my life and all these ups and downs and things. Man, it was a crazy little stage. And then
you don't find yourself at some point, there's something wrong with you.
Exactly.
Recalibrate.
Exactly. And I made sure I put
wandering like David Banner.
Right. And I made sure I put myself through hell to make sure I find the right thing.
right.
But I've been loving music ever since I was a kid. My mom danced for MC Hammer.
Right.
My brother. I don't really.
We was good on that, like, cause music running the family. Yeah, we just go for
I'm
it.
proud of my brother, bro.
Oh, okay.
Doing his
You feel me?
thing.
So I'm proud of him. So my brother, All Black, you know, he was already doing the music.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to All Black.
Major
Right.
role.
Right. One of the biggest to ever come out of here and forever, you know,
I like
in
that
our
song
lives.
he did down there. What's some cats out of Venice? There's some cats. It was he did it with Smell Like Cats.
Oh,
He
you're
did some-
talking about I know who you're talking about, the Mexican guy.
Right.
Yeah.
That was
They down there.
they really big in Southern California.
Yeah.
That's
I
what's up.
just, you know, I like bigger sounds, but my brother, he got that big sound. I can't wait till his thing go to that even next level, and we all right here know where he been, you know, and where he headed. So, but yeah, shout out to him. So yeah, mom's danced for MC Hammer, played all the beautiful music, you know, in the kitchen cooking it up. My brother, he already moving and grooving. My dad done ran plays with shout out to Master P again. You know, he was out here in the Bay a lot, so my dad done ran around with him. And yeah, man. So 4 years ago, after figuring out what happened, you know, all the things and
So it was kind of organic. That the way the fam was set up, mom's pops, bro. It was kind of a organic move to go into music.
Exactly.
Mark Anthony say Shoreline Mafia. That's the guys I was trying to think of.
OGZ, Shoreline Mafia. Yep, that's them. So yeah, it was organic, man. And it was all put in place for me. I just had to hear it. You know what I mean? Now I just put my voice on the track and see where it's going from here.
Now with your mom's dancing for Hammer and stuff like that, I know you ain't just a walk back and forth on stage rapper.
Man,
I know you get a little
man,
right.
nigga, I wish I could dance. I wish I could dance.
That didn't pass. That G's didn't pass.
It didn't happen. But nah, I ain't got that, you know, that in me. But you know, I move. But what I like to do is I like to put on a show. I got women behind me dancing.
Okay.
You know, I like to put on a real show. I don't just do that. Of course, I have. You know, it's come times where you just have to go up there and do your thing and earn your way. But me, I like to put on the show, women behind me dancing and do that whole big thing. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Is there any big artists that you want to collab with and stuff like that?
Man,
you know,
I'm so crazy. So I want Kanye West,
okay,
Chris Brown.
Put the shit in
You know what I'm
existence.
saying? I want
At the rate you going, you gonna get them cats.
You know, that's where we're going. Them my two favorite. They outcast, but they the whole everything. They the best of art. You know that a lot of us have seen, and man, I really appreciate everything, all the art that they brought to the table. So that's them. Of course, and don't get me wrong, I want to do something bigger with my brother. We have past songs, but it's nothing that I think that for the level where we at now, we're about to take it there. So I want to do that. Also, man, I've been looking for a lot of female acts. The female to get on the tracks, bro. That's where it's at.
We had Chrissy
Chrissy
Cole
Cole.
on last week.
Yeah, I
She
heard
the
of
hottest
her.
in the bag.
She bars.
Yeah, I heard of her.
We know a lot
hottest in
of
the
sisters
bag.
that got bars and just go.
Right. Didn't she perform at South by Southwest not too long ago?
I know she was in New York, and I know she did that back of the class.
Yeah. She was moving around.
Chrissy Cole was
did
on.
JB,
King
June Baby,
June Baby.
Yeah.
Action-packed Barbie, seminary Tiff.
Seminary
It's
Tiff.
a cold
Big
era right
Tati,
now.
Yeah.
It's a cold era right now in the Bay for
Pretty
female
gang.
rappers.
It's
Okay.
It's quite a few.
See, y'all gotta put me on, man, because
Yeah.
that's what I really want. I want somebody to get on and just
Well,
spit,
keep
go
it lit,
crazy.
KP. It's a plethora of man.
So I come from the era where it was Conscious Daughters,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There maybe be a female over here for a minute,
Mhm.
but the amount of females that's out now
Right.
Yeah.
that's pushing the line, and it ain't
You
just
got
she
Dre,
cute. Like,
Dre two
like,
times.
No,
You got
Right.
they really push the line. Well, you got to respect it.
Right. I respect it.
It's more now than I've
Right,
ever seen.
right.
it's some
And-
tight ass sisters out there
Right.
with
All those,
bars.
'cause all our brothers
Doing
is
they
getting
shit.
high and
So,
too high
yeah.
to spit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
I
not
come from
serious
an era
though.
of Michael Jordan and competition outside.
Mhm.
The bar is set and we high jumping. We
Yeah.
gonna jump all fucking night until
Right.
somebody,
Right.
until somebody give up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, what my whole point is, these chicks now ain't fucking around, bro.
Right.
And they not
They
afraid to
coming
get in
with
ciphers
fire,
who can
bruh,
go
and
against
they
each other.
like-
Right.
They
They
like
coming.
setting a bar to where, like, if you ain't even no jumper, you're no, no
Right.
football.
The days
player.
of
Right.
the days of the
Better
chicks
sit
then they
down.
getting cute on the mic.
Yeah, right. Sit down.
Nah, it's like
If you ain't really,
Smooth.
no
Right,
real
right.
boy at it,
Yeah.
I'm
Right,
telling
they
you, and
serious.
I
They got
appreciate
boys
that.
in.
You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
appreciate that.
No, for sure. And that's like my main thing. Females, like they running it right now.
They buy the
It's
most.
us- yeah.
They're the biggest consumer of hip hop.
Right. And that's what we want. And that's what I'm looking for, man. I mentioned Kanye and Chris Brown, but they the winners right now. And I wouldn't even lie. So
shout
That's
out to
what I really
Kanye and Chris Brown.
yeah.
And I actually just seen where Mr. Fab had posted up where he had got a platinum plaque with Chris Brown.
Oh yeah, for
Mhm.
he on the
Oh,
soil,
yeah.
right? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Hey,
remember that.
pen. If your pen game is sharp,
Man, here go
Yeah.
Mark Anthony.
I
What
know.
he talking about, man?
He
There's
said-
a few men
there's a
with
few men
wigs
with
outside.
spitting these days.
Well, hey,
It's
look,
hilarious.
look,
My guy
it's 2024, so
Yeah.
everybody can be everybody. You got unisex bathrooms, but when I'm talking about female MCs, and I ain't here to discriminate against nobody,
Right.
but I'm talking about people who can have children and
Right.
was born.
Right.
Put it like this: they was using the girls' bathroom in elementary, you know, and didn't need a court order to do it. That's what I'm referring to.
I'm just saying,
They didn't
and,
need a court order.
bro, and they actually been on the show.
Yeah.
They've been, burnt the table up with them lyrics,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
yeah.
for
We
real,
know-
like,
we know
it's
Fluff- we know-
verified.
Shout out to
that's why
Chrissy
we-
Cola. Shout out to Seminary
for
Tiff.
sure.
You know, shout out to
King
JB,
Fia, Pretty
June Baby,
Gang,
they,
June Baby.
King Fia, Kalina G,
Kalina G, yeah, Pretty Gang.
Action
It's-
Pack Barbie. It's a few man that's spit.
This is
Yeah. Well, like I said, man, when it's done, let's get it together.
Yeah.
I don't know them yet, but shout out to all of them.
Hey,
I'll
we
introduce
got to
y'all.
put that in there, put that in the universe.
Yeah, for
Because it's
sure.
always good when people that's serious about their craft come together and collab.
That's
Yes,
what
sir.
I want.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what I want. And this is one thing about not being in the sports world. I can't find people who is as serious as me. You know what I mean? And I'm serious about that. Like, hey, it's time to get on it. Hey, if we got to be up at 6 a.m., that's what we doing. You know what I mean? I'm used to waking up 6 a.m., going to practice, watching film, going to school, then going to
Wanna
back to
sleep at 9
practice.
if you got to,
back
you
to
know.
practice, then homework, then sleep. And then you get to the NFL, it's the same thing without the homework and without the school, but you're there all day. So you know what I'm saying? That like I want to find people on that level right now. The female
Right.
side.
And that's what I mean, the grind. Like
Yeah.
like as a person
Gotta be
who is
consistent.
used to that relentless grind,
Right.
when you're dealing with people that's on some artist shit, I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna be high, I ain't ready. Oh
Nah,
man,
fuck
hold
all
on, I might cat off with a couple chicks in the lab. You in there really like, hey man, we got a
We got
session.
this-
Let's knock out 4-5 songs, and I'm,
Exactly.
baby, I ain't feeling it.
Yeah, nah, I don't do that.
Business
yeah,
is
yeah.
business.
Yeah, nah, business. Most I do in the studio though is some shrooms, man.
Mm-hmm.
I get off the shrooms. That's my thing, you know what
Did
I
that
mean?
wake up your creativity?
Yeah,
I hear
man.
some people
And I
fully do.
learned that about 8 months ago, and that's been great ever since. So
Don't
you
get
go.
me wrong. I had to hit without it though, but you know, it's
Right.
you trying it out.
So you into that mind
Psychedelic.
expansion?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm trying to get there. How do I get there without studying
Mm-hmm.
and then what else is there? And that's something that opens up the brain. And I only do it a couple times a year, but still it's something that can expand my mind. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
It reveals you. It opens
Speaking
you
of mind
to you.
expansion, so as you expand and you get deeper, are you afraid of maybe going over some of the audience head, or do you have faith that they'll catch up?
Yeah, I hope as I grow, they grow with me. That's the plan, right? Like everything you do, you want it to grow with you, or you got to leave it behind. I don't plan to leave the audience behind, but I pray that
They, you know what I mean? That they stay with me. You know.
Because Jay-Z has mentioned that several times, like, oh, people want my old shit, well, you need to go get my old shit, because
Right.
he's growing and evolving.
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
And then I look at some artists, and they big, they making money, this and that, but they literally still making the same record that they made 20 years ago. Like, man, you've been talking about that since 2001. It's
Same
2024.
thing. Where's the new shit?
Nigga,
Right.
you done stacked up hella money. You've been around the world. Like, I
Right.
know you ain't still on the same.
Do them
Like,
shits
you gonna
got
be
leather?
who you is, but you gonna be
right,
you
right.
plus.
Right,
Right.
right. No, for sure. No, and that's a real thing. But if you grew when Jay Z was growing, you still know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
sometimes it's said different, but it's still the same thing. You know what I mean? And that's how you keep the layers going. And once you pack it on, they should be packing on with you.
That's the most important thing to me. Everybody, and not, all right. And I always say everybody. Too many people get stuck on trying to sound like the person you think is hot. Be yourself, man.
Right.
Be your own expression of
True.
how the music should sound.
True
You
that.
know what I'm saying? I look at myself as another instrument or another track on the track. So I'm, you know what I mean? Like that's how I view myself. I don't I don't try to sound like nobody.
All right, as you shouldn't. And I mean, that's how I was caught in Brazil. That's how they found my music and tracked it back here. It's like, hey, you don't sound like who we used to listening to when you talk about America. So this is what we want from you. Hey,
Sometimes
sign this paper. Let's come out here. Let's
play
get this
with
show.
you. Like,
Right.
I knew a cat that paid thousands of dollars for radio promotion. And first they came and they said, the shit need to be mixed a little more. He paid a little bit. They said, oh, it needs some more hi-hats, some more sounds. He paid a little bit more money. Now you look up, he damn near 10 bands out, and a near song got played.
Right.
So then he tried to jumpstart it by making something that sound exactly what was on the radio.
That's the worst thing you
Then
can
they
do.
tell him, nah,
I
man,
don't want that.
it sounds like everything else out there. So then he bring them some kind of out the box, and they say, it don't sound like nothing on the radio. It ain't gonna fit the format. And he look up, and he an
That was a
independent cat. He
circle
done
jerk
spent
from the
like damn near
beginning.
15 G's on some radio promotion just to try to get on KMEL. And it's like the gatekeepers play with you.
Yeah. So,
You know what I'm saying? They'll say you need to sound like so and so because that's what's hot.
Right.
And then they'll say, oh, you sound too much like so and so.
That's
It's like,
yeah.
damn.
So you know,
Damned if you
KBL.
do, damned if you don't.
Right.
So as an artist, what do you do? Because you got your artistic side, so you want to create. You got something to say, right? But then you look up, and not to denigrate nobody, but you might look up sometime, and as a competitor, you might look up and be like, damn, that nigga eating? If that nigga eating,
Right.
I should be doing Michael Jackson numbers if that nigga eating.
Right. No, and I understand that.
Without being jealous or hating,
no, for
sometimes
sure.
you look over and you be like,
Well, I'm more
kind
so
of mediocre
Yeah,
and he getting it.
yeah
What the fuck is?
I'm more so wondering how they doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm always think I'm better than whoever. That's
You're
just how I
supposed to.
come, right? But like, hey, how
Some
is
people
he
don't
doing
like
it?
to admit that they
Yeah.
competing. Oh no,
Yeah.
it's room for all of us, so we can all eat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, we can all eat, but I should
Friendly.
be eating more than that nigga.
Nah,
Friendly competition is cool.
It's cool. It's cool when it's really friendly.
Yeah.
When it's not no hate on the back
Right.
end, it's really friendly. I fuck with
Exactly.
that a lot. Like, but yeah, I look over. I'll be like, man, what is he doing that I'm not? You know what I'm saying? And then I try to step away from the music part and say, okay, let me look at the rest of his life. Is he showing his face more? What is he doing? Is he posting more? Okay, well, who's his manager? And then I start trying to conduct that and try to fill those pieces in.
What is the
because-
intangibles
Exactly.
in here that maybe it's not apparent to somebody else, but
Right.
you as a student of the game is
Right.
gonna be like, let me
Right.
see what all's going on.
Right,
And is there
100%.
hidden hand pushing or
Right.
is the strings being pulled?
Right,
or
right.
What charisma, like what's happening?
Right. Yeah. No, so that's how I am, man. I'm always learning. I don't want to stop learning. I keep learning to make sure that I'm not missing out on nothing. And if I am, I say, hey, go back and look this over. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the radio, shout out to DJ Huff and the DJ Twins. I was on the radio through their grace. You know what I'm saying? In God's grace, but. Yeah, shout out to them. I've been on the radio a few times with a few different songs. It ain't played every day, all day, but we was on there. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we
Which
on
is
there.
an important benchmark for
Right.
independent artists.
Exactly. So I try to take the little steps first, you know, and then as
Gotcha.
far as like getting to it, you know, so I'm into crypto a lot. I love crypto, man. I'm part owner of a company called United Coin.
Okay.
Oh, so he is on this business, man.
Yeah,
Okay, he is on this master beat.
Yeah. I don't want to play with nobody. I came here to be for real. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm part owner of United Coin, and we should be set. We have digital cards. We got text message where you can text money. Not like Apple Pay. Apple Pay, you still got to go through the app in the phone. We literally could just say send 100. They'll send you $100 in your text message. End up on your debit card. So we should be done with that process probably this summer or later this year. I don't want to give no 100% date. But what I did was last year I made $15K selling NFTs with my music. Just like that's like basically out the trunk for me. And so I made $15K by going on Twitter, meeting people, putting them in a group, and saying, "Hey, here's my song. You buy this song, I'll give you a percentage of." My royalty. So if you buy one, that's 1%. If you buy 10, that's 10%. We set a limit on it of 50 of them, right? So then that's 50%, and now 50% goes to me. The rest of them can earn 50%, and so they make money that way.
Right, I'll blow, you blow. Help me, help you.
Now, you always been into technology, or is it something that just trying to be competitive instead of cutting edge?
Yeah, so I've always felt like I was ahead. So even with football, like I used to smoke a lot of weed. I don't smoke no more, and we couldn't smoke back then. But you know what I'm saying. But now look, we can smoke, and the music, I feel like I'm 2 years ahead. It's different. It ain't catching here, but it's catching there. Why? Because it's a louder sound, bigger sound. So with crypto, I'm like, man, you so far ahead. You got to get in something that people don't understand yet, and that way when it go, you already there.
You mentioned NFTs, and I'm still lost on that wave. Kind of came, it was big, everybody was talking about it, and I honestly was admitting to people, I have no idea what this actually is, and then the cats would be explaining it to me, and then I'd be like, nigga, you don't seem like you really know what you talking about either.
So yeah, NFT is just a digital asset. So say this phone is on the computer. If you own this on the computer, this is your digital asset. Whatever it's worth, you can sell it for if people are willing to buy it. Right. Even Bitcoin is only sold, like people think they just pressing buy or sell and then you just receiving money. Like, nah, somebody's buying at the same time as millions of people transferring. So you have to
It's the interest.
exactly. So if people are interested in it, I was $15,000 worth of interest, and that's what I made, right? So if people are interested, they'll buy it. So that's what all the NFT is interest. You can build your own community. You know, y'all can build Cognac Confessionals NFT, and if you got 1,000 people in it, and if y'all sell them at $20 each, you up. So it's hard to understand until you get in it.
But there's a limit though of how many there is.
You create the limit. Everything you create, what the worth is, how many you want to sell. It's just like creating a shirt. Well, how much do you want to sell it for? How much did you pay for to have somebody create that website that they buy it off of? Okay, well now it costs you $1,000, so and you only making 1,000 of these, so you at least got to sell them at $10. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I got to recount.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, it's a digital asset, and they got them on houses now. You can buy a house, and instead of the paperwork right here, you put that in the safe. You got the bank. They got they own that copy, and then you can have the digital asset in your phone. You know what I'm saying? And the blockchain never loses nothing. So people used to think you could scam on the blockchain, but you can't. So yeah, man, it's a digital
How
asset.
did you learn all this?
Y'all better rewind that shit.
Trial and error, or did you take classes?
Nah, so there's no class for this. So I met a guy through one of my boys. Shout out my boy Noah. And he was like, man, like, hey, I want to introduce you to somebody. And he introduced me to this guy that now I'm part owner of United Coin with him.
Yeah.
And it took about 5 years, and he taught me all.
So you gotta be patient.
Yeah, it's
You
patience.
got to be.
You gotta learn how to trade. And things are more simple now too. So, but you gotta learn how to trade. You gotta learn what coins are. But I stick to the Bitcoin and to Ethereum, to the most popular things, right? Just as people do with stock, you know what I mean? S&Ps and all that stuff.
Right.
But it just took time. Took time and patience. I messed up, lost money, but in my company, when we all said and done, I got some stuff set to the side that is gonna be good. So
That's what's up.
Man.
And that's what's up, because I think a
We
lot
got
of
motherfucking we need to applaud shit.
Man.
we do it for real.
appreciate it. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
We do it.
Cause man, you don't need to drop it. Major
Yeah.
game.
That's the
I'm
shit you'll
waking
get
me
at
up.
3 in the morning. So
Rewind it and get it now.
yeah, get it right now. To Pharaoh's point, you've been on your grind.
Yeah.
You've been on your study.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, a lot of people think it's the stock market, whatever. You know me, I got short money and bad breaks don't run in my family. But a lot of people think it's get rich quick
Right.
when it comes to any of these.
Right.
And you gotta have patience.
Right.
To get a squirrel to eat out your hand, it take time. Shut up, Keith Snake.
What's up?
You gotta be patient. You don't plant the seed and get fruit tomorrow.
Right.
Niggas. Let me say it again for him.
Man, hit him over there.
I mean, get this shit at 3 in the morning. You don't plant the seed today and eat the fruit tomorrow. Nigga.
Hit 'em over there.
Meaning, the seed you plant, you never eat the first fruit. You save it and sell it. You save it. It becomes vintage, nigga. How could you have XO cognac if you didn't let it sit?
In
How
the
could
wood
you
barrel.
have? How could you have higher level of anything if you didn't let it sit? Nigga, you niggas will get this at 3 in the morning, but get it right now.
Right now.
You can never. I ain't gonna say never, because there are some get rich quick schemes.
Yeah, well, there's
some
people that get hit by
bullshit.
lightning. I just
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
know.
You can play the lotto, you can all that good shit, you know, every now and then that got you niggas rushing to the fucking store on a Friday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and when they tell you, man, the jackpot is 700,000, you niggas finna rush and get your
And they get
whole
50 quick
check.
picks, and then you
I
show
got it, and
$50.
you ain't getting shit. Like, man, I was supposed to pay my cable bill, nigga. And I owe Junebug $20 from
Yeah.
last week, and now he trying to take your head off. Anyway, back to the point I was trying to make. There are get rich quick schemes out there in the world, and but you gotta let this shit marinate.
Educate yourself too.
Man,
On whatever
man.
game you're trying to
You
get
gotta
in.
have patience.
Right. 100%.
I'm a filmmaker, and you don't understand the amount of people that tap in with me and ask them a few questions. I'll be like, man, you don't necessarily got to go to film school with this, but you have to have some interest in learning the
Right,
game.
right.
And they have no interest. It's like, oh, I got a script. Or, blood, I don't think we need no script, man. I'm just going to get some cool actors. This, and then I'll be like, man, you truly about to waste thousands of dollars getting in this game without even being willing to learn any aspect of the infrastructure
Right.
on how to put this thing together.
Right.
And it's like, wow, when I tell them, yeah, like I said, you ain't got to necessarily go to film school, but you're going to have to educate yourself
Exactly.
some sort of way.
Exactly.
And they'll look at me and think, oh, nigga, you hating.
Crazy.
Or you, nigga, you just scared I'm going to come take your spot or whatever. Be like, no, I don't want to see you go head first off the cliff, man.
Right. Right.
Read a couple of these books, man. Watch a couple of these tutorials. Do something, man, to educate yourself and have some level of patience.
Right.
And cats be getting offended.
Right.
I just saw an interview. Y'all see that interview of Terry Crews and Shannon Sharp?
Yeah, yeah.
And he said how for training day he got paid $0. He literally just got invited to the set because he knew a security person. And when they looked over in the crowd, they was like, man, look at this big burly motherfucker right here. You need to be in the scene.
Yeah.
Take your shirt off and standing with a tank top. And he ended up standing in a position where while Denzel is doing the King Kong scene, he's in the camera too, mugging. So they even played the clip at the Oscars. Because, Denzel won the Oscars, and his mama was like, wow, you up on the screen in the Academy Award. He's like, I got paid $0. But people saw me.
Right.
And then after that, he got into Friday.
Right.
He got paid $4,000 for Friday. And he was like, you can't shortcut the process because even though I didn't really make no money, I'm paraphrasing what he said, he was seen by enough people and recognized by enough people that all the other opportunities that he's gotten since then is based on that.
That's what I was finna get to.
So if he would have been on some, I ain't getting paid for this or that, you just can't shortcut the process.
Right.
You gotta be willing to go slow. You gotta be willing to learn. You gotta be willing to pay your dues.
Right.
And a lot of people
What is the stock market, Bitcoin, and all that? What is it to invest? What does that mean? Let's break it down. You ready? When we go there? Let's break it down. Inward vest. The chest. Invest. What's in your vest? Your heart, your lungs, all the good organs. Invest. You get that at 3 in the morning, nigga. No, I'm just saying. I just gave him a quick version of it, but all the vital shit is in your vest.
Yeah.
And make sure your outcome is always income, nigga.
Right.
Sure. For real. No. So, what advice would you give to anybody that's looking up to you, wants to emulate you, wonder how could they get into crypto, what advice would you give anybody out there?
Well, before I answer that, I want to shout out to my little homies, Rajay Johnson, JJ, Jermaine Jackson. He's going to the league. Rajay is now in Canada right now.
Okay.
Playing
For the Argonauts.
Okay.
Toronto Argonauts.
Yeah.
Shout out to
So
the CFL.
when I was done with the NFL, I went to go coach back at my school at College of San Mateo for 1 season.
Okay.
I had all the receivers, and now they on their way, and some of them are there right now. Yeah.
We ain't done. We got time, bro.
Yeah. So
we got time.
So the advice, and they take it, and they just called me the other day and a few days ago and stuff. We have these talks all the time. Is consistency, and make sure you know who you are, and be confident about who you are, and believe in the people that you believe in, because those people will help you believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about being around the right people. So, that's what I was saying, man. Hey, take advice from people that you believe in them. They'll help you believe in yourself, and just try your best to be around the right people. That's it.
Man,
Because outside the world is small, but it is big at the same time. And knowing too many people could hurt you as well as it can help you.
Yes.
Mark used to show me some of your highlights at College of San Mateo, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man. This nigga didn't look human.
No,
out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When he says he was the #1 receiver, it was All-American, and got rings, man, he ain't putting no egg. In fact, he being a little humble.
Right. No. Shout out to Mark Anthony.
He being a little humble,
Mark,
man.
for
Because,
sure.
man,
And the only reason is I try to leave that in the past so I can dominate my future. But
Gotcha.
You gotta speak on it.
But
let
yeah,
people
but
know.
no, I did my thing back then.
Right.
The numbers was serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The plays were serious.
Yeah.
I
But
did
looking
it.
at what you did in football and now looking at your music, I gotta say, man, is you for the future? Because how
Man.
one man got all this talent.
Yeah, hey, God.
You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ. Shout out to my mom, my grandparents being
Around the right people. The Doves was the place to be. It was a great birthplace for me. You know what I mean? So,
And I'm feeling the down to earth energy because the average cat with your accolades, with your ability in music, because he got some slaps. And with all the other things you already accomplished at a young age, man, some cats would be like, be gone, peasants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't that time.
And
yet.
how do you feel sometimes when you run across cats who they might not be familiar with you, so they ain't did half of what you've done,
Right.
and they got their nose in the air.
Man, I see those people. You can't get to them if it's too early. You know what I mean? So that's why I like to help the youth out. You know what I'm saying? Catch them before it's too late. But you can't get to those people. So I just look and you know what I mean. I keep it going. I only say things to people who want to listen, and I listen to people who say things to me the right way. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll let that go, man. But yeah, I try to stay down to earth because I got so far to go. You know what I mean? Like when we spoke on Jay-Z's and all that, and Master P, like, who am I? Like that was a stop in the road, but like, where am I go next? Like, is that the end of my life? Like, am I gonna be at the grocery store or am I gonna go get this Grammy? You know what I mean?
There you go.
And I would love, and I heard you spoke on it. I want to feature in some film soon. Like, am I gonna get an Oscar or am I just gonna be there? You know, I'll start off just there, but after that we gotta work.
Because you're willing to put in the work.
Exactly. After that we gotta work. Like, you know, so yeah, those people, I let them keep their
How
nose up.
often do you hit the studio?
This year, right now, I'm focusing on getting marketing done. But I mean, shit.
That's a crucial thing, man.
Yeah,
a lot of cats out there making
have a
hits, but you gotta be able to sell them hits too.
Right. So I got over 200 songs. So I've been in the studio about, I think, 90% of the last 2 years. Like, literally, I probably missed like.
So you got a catalog.
Yeah. It's deep. So I usually go every Monday. And then this year so far I've been not even once yet, and that's because I told them, hey, I'm gonna focus on marketing. We're gonna get that down, and by the summer I'll be back. You know what I mean? So while everybody having fun, I go take a small little something, but we back, we working. So
that's what's up.
That's where I'm at.
Now, who all on your team as far as management?
Shoot 'em up.
publicists,
Yeah,
stuff
shout
like
'em
that?
out.
Man, so shout out to Mark Anthony. You know, big help. Shout out to my agent Sonia Fazy. I just picked her up, and then it's me. And then shout out to Flo, that's my engineer. And then my brother, who is just a good ear, you know, a good person to speak game to me. As me being 1 year older than him, actually, but he's giving me the game on how to uplift. Shout out to my mom, because these people are in my corner. That's my team.
Your mother is your first introduction to God.
Right.
As a mother who's seen hip hop on the highest levels,
Right.
I know you got some built-in critics.
Yeah.
Because your mom is at a level,
It's crazy.
your brother is at a level,
right,
so
right.
when you bring them stuff,
Right.
you know it's probably a tough crowd, huh?
It's
Listen,
tough.
that man
It's-
said he got over 200 songs.
Yeah.
That's what's
I'm
up.
working.
Fucking
Right.
show,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I'm
Right,
working.
he got over 200.
I'm
That's
working.
two drums.
Yeah.
That's like that. Now look,
Got to.
what motherfuckers don't understand about me, when I talk about having 200, I'm talking about lyrically. I'm talking about musically. I'm talking about this man has got 200 songs.
Right,
Got
right.
That's work was put in.
That's
You know
work.
what I mean?
Yeah. I take the mindset of football and I bring it right here. And I just see like, hey, who want to compete? Like, who want to do this for real? Like, even if I'm not there, you think you better than me? Like, time only gonna tell that. Are you gonna outlast me? Are you gonna outplay me? I waited from 8 years old to 22 years old to get to the NFL. You think you can outplay me? So that's how I take that. You know what I mean? I'm serious about that. Like,
Giving y'all some gems.
yeah.
I can show you how
Pressure
fast I
dance.
can run out of breath.
Yeah, man. It takes time though. We established that it takes time, but I'm willing to play these cards, and you know the hand that I'm dealt. And I'm a blessed young man. You know what I mean? I'm a blessed young man.
On a
So.
serious
Definitely.
note, man, we
Definitely.
look forward to hearing your music. What's the next what's the next project you got going? What should we be looking out for?
Right now, I'm just getting ready for the tour in Brazil.
Okay.
That's August 12th. I'm just overviewing the same songs I got out. At the end of this month, I will be going to perform out there.
Okay.
And then, like I said, we go through Brazil, and then we going to Portugal. So
Okay,
that's
right.
what
Yeah,
I'm
you
getting
did
ready for
say that.
right
You
now.
learning your
That's a
Portuguese?
lot.
Not yet. I think it's obrigado. It's hi, saying hi. That's what I got there.
Because in Brazil, they
So,
also speak a version of
Right.
Portuguese.
Spanish.
It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
the
yeah.
pure
It's not
version, but
Spanish, it's
you can
Portuguese.
understand.
Yeah, they speak Portuguese.
It's a different. It's the dialect.
Yeah.
I'm saying in Brazil, it's a dialect of Portuguese, right? But it's not Spanish, right?
No, I'm
No, it's
saying
not Spanish
It's
at
not
all.
Spanish, but
Yeah.
it's a dialect.
Yeah.
It's off. You can you can say some words or
And
whatnot,
they'll
but
sound.
they'll
Yeah,
it's
just
different.
barely different.
It's kind of
yeah.
like yeah and
Yeah, exactly.
Forget
like
about
that.
it.
Right.
Forget about it.
But what my man said was he'll be in Brazil. He'll be in other countries.
Right.
Shout out to Free Jack. Just
He ain't go. Shout out to Free Jack. That's my guy. What's happening, bro? Appreciate you always. But
Free Jack
my
got
man
platinums on his wall.
is visiting countries, and for us as melanated, because you niggas ain't black, even though y'all month a couple of weeks was ended yesterday. But I
Love you
love
too,
seeing
bro.
us doing shit, doing things, moving, expanding our horizons, going to places that most niggas don't go to.
I only will ever see on TV.
Watch exactly. I sit
Right.
back. I sit at home and watch Love Island, but I go to islands.
But you got a passport
I
too.
got.
So,
Oh yeah.
come on,
You
come
already
on
know.
now, come on now.
Yeah. I'm humbly cocky. Nigga,
Right.
I'd show you some shit, but I don't want everybody to know. But
That
but
is true.
seriously, I
For sure,
love
Free, hit me.
that you doing your thing. You ain't on no bullshit.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you right. What you hear, you ain't on no bullshit. You coming doing some good shit,
Right.
and for us, that's what we need.
Right.
Yes.
We need that good energy, that
Right.
good sage that come through, and you breathe that shit in if you want to.
And you still find the time to give back and work with the youngsters.
Yeah.
You
And
know
that's
what
so
the
once.
best thing is though, if
Go
I
ahead.
could though, motherfucker that's a champion, you can't tell him nothing.
Damn
Period.
sure can't
So,
tell them they can't do something.
That's all. That's all.
what and that's almost metaphorically, because any great champion will tell you they always some they can change or do better. But I'm just saying though, from somebody that's been that driven and that focused, listen up.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir. Yeah. And one of my goals, and this is the first time I ever expressed this, but I seen Kanye do it. Akon did it. LeBron is doing it. But I want to build a school.
James Gang,
Yeah.
Raw's last name in history.
Oh, that's you. Okay. Understood.
Uncle Rick left it to me. LeBron is holding the shit now, but he fucking up with that. Nigga, just go bald, nigga. Bald
Man, he
head
not-
lives matter,
He's
nigga.
9 points away from
You know what I'm
40,000.
saying?
He
Yeah,
done
he
balled.
can do it.
He done balled more than anybody in the
Just
history
saying,
of balling.
That shit rock, nigga. Bald head, nigga. Let it just moisturize your scalp.
Love it. Yeah, man. I want to build a school though, man. That's gonna be like at the end of the road.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna lay that down. I also want to.
Where would you do it at?
I'm gonna have to do it in Oakland. I'm gonna have to. I would love to go somewhere else, but I'm gonna have to. That's just where that's the staple right there. And hopefully by the time I do it,
Yeah, we ain't paying Mark Anthony.
Boy,
he talking
He
crazy.
said he told you to talk about shootings in the Dubs, but that's just him. That's my
We ain't
guy.
paying Mark no attention right
Oh,
now,
God.
man.
That nigga is hilarious, bro.
Yeah, that is my guy.
You know, I knew you was wrong.
Uh,
Because according to Mark, it's Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and him. Right? According to Mark, right? And when it comes to running routes, right? So when he was willing to concede to me, like,
I know a couple niggas like
yeah, you know what I'm saying? When Mark gets to talking football, it's goats plus him. And when he came and told me that you was raw, I said, "Oh, that man
He
must
gotta
be
be
raw."
raw.
Because Mark
You
is
done gave
willing
up your
to
seat on the bus?
Yeah, because Mark is willing to admit you raw. Because a nigga can go out there and do an Al Bundy and score 4 touchdowns.
He said, tell him.
And Mark would
he
be
said,
like,
tell him your routes
yeah,
was
but
crazy.
a couple of them,
His
but
routes was
a
crazy.
couple of them,
his shit?
he scored the
Yeah.
touchdown, but he didn't really cradle it right. So if Mark said you raw, then you must be raw. Because that man would
I
literally
watched.
be like, the nigga Jerry Rice was all right. Jerry Rice was all right.
Like, he's cool. That nigga was cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was alright.
Yeah, that nigga.
I've watched.
Mark
I've researched.
Mark said his routes was crazy. Your routes is crazy. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
your routes is crazy and your ego is kind of large.
I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. Mark got them Ocho Cinco routes though. He
Right.
had them feet though. Like
Ocho Cinco's another nigga Mark can tell you, he alright.
That's crazy. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right.
Yeah.
Nah, but Mark had them routes though. Like if anybody, he had the routes. Like
Okay.
if anything,
Yeah.
now he's slow as shit. Like he's slow. Well, I think he got routes though.
Yeah.
Mark one time told me he ran a 4.5, and I said, Mark, stop that.
Stop it. No, but,
Stop that.
but-
You don't even walk like a nigga that runs a 4.5. I said
I'm-
you might be methodical, you go across the middle, all that, but you don't run the 4.5, blood. Stop that.
Y'all be easy on my guy.
Speaking of that, I seen Cat Williams on the thing talking about he running a 4.4.
Oh,
And I said to myself, nigga, at your age and your athletic build, looking, if you run the 4.4, then at one point you must have been the fastest nigga on earth.
right.
Right. Hey, Mark said enough of him. Back to the interview.
Right. But I'm just saying, Cat Williams is damn near, he's in his mid-40s, right? That nigga said, I can still run a 4.4 today. Like, nigga, if you running a 4.4 in your mid-40s, you must have been running a 4. Like, what is the fastest time in the combine? I think
4.24 or something like that.
well, didn't somebody do 4.18?
Bo Jackson did a 4-1, if I'm not mistaken.
4.18, right?
Let me not get out my era. I don't know that for sure, but
But
I
now
know-
it might have
Bo-
been handheld, and I think with handheld,
Oh,
you
yeah,
got to
that
add
don't count.
0.2.
Chris Johnson, I think, ran a 4.24. Today, somebody ran a 4.29.
Well, I know if for the handheld time, somebody said you got to add 0.2. So if a nigga say he ran 4.1, then it's really a 4.3
I
or
wouldn't
whatever.
trust it at all. I wouldn't-
Right,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But I know Bo Jackson did something retarded,
Bo-
but it
Bo-
was handheld.
Yeah.
He said John Ross did a 4.22.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bo Jackson got
But
a
I'm just saying,
4-1 something.
If Cat Williams can run
but
a
I think it was
4.4,
handheld.
That's
But
crazy.
if Cat Williams can do a 4.4 at the age of 45, then he must have been doing 4
But
flat
shit, wait a
in his
minute.
20s.
Wait a minute.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Fucking
Where's my nigga P at?
Terrell
Like, what was your
Owens
40?
at
What was
40
your 40
did a
time?
4.
He did a
The
4.4.
4.4.
Yeah.
Who did?
Terrell Owens.
Yeah, but see, that's T.O.
That's to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
But
got
we
the
know
big-
T.O. performed on a certain level.
Yeah.
Like, what was your 40 time?
That motherfucker had a.
So you ran a 4.37.
Yeah.
At what age?
Everywhere between 18 and 22. I got
Okay, now,
Yeah.
do you think at 46, you're going to be running
At 46, I could for sure hit a 4.5. I'm gonna be up
Okay.
there. Cause
Cat Williams didn't even work out.
Right,
And these
yeah,
niggas
yeah.
said 4.4, and niggas was like, oh yeah, he looked like he fast. I'm sitting there like, fuck is y'all talking about? This
Yeah.
nigga ain't running no 4.4 at 40 something.
yeah, you say it, then believe it, man. Did you see him running on the court?
I do
Did
a
y'all see
Wendy's
it?
4-for-4.
Damn, so you saying who's this John Ross cat? He did 4.2.
He did a 4.22.
He got drafted
Yeah.
to the Bengals.
You know what? I know Dion did like 4.25 or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
once
unofficially,
again,
Bo
and I
Jackson
think
has
Darryl
the
Green
record.
did it, but we talking about
We
some
go-
of the
we go-
fastest dudes of all time.
I think it was a 4.18
Man, we
or
talking
some shit.
about him.
That's
we talking
crazy
about Cat.
numbers though. Like that. That was
Yeah, like
Yeah.
no, I'm just saying, but Cat, the Cat
If
don't look
Cat-
like he can do
If
10
Cat
push-ups. And
outran
he tell
this
you
man right now,
He can.
I'm dead.
right.
I'm dead. I'm about to kill myself. Hell no, it ain't no way. Cat, you ain't got Willie Nelsons like that, bro.
No, not at all. And you might be fast.
right.
But
I mean, you 5'5", 140. You better be fucking fast.
You gotta be moving somewhere to the
no,
wind blow.
I ain't betting against him.
right.
Not even with a hurricane behind him.
Now with 4.37, they been trying to drag you out to the tracks. The track.
Man, at Oregon, it was crazy about that. You couldn't run unless you like over excelled in football. So they, I think it was Coach Johnson at the time. He was trying to get me out there, and it was just like, hey, I had more work to do, and I just was like, I'm over it. You know what I mean? Let me just focus on football then, because too much is too much. You know what I mean?
Football
So,
is shit.
yeah.
Shout out to the homie, Ontario.
So you did that.
Pacers
Now tell me,
for life.
was you one of them cats that did the 30, the 225, 30 times and all that type of stuff?
Nah, hell nah. At my pro day, I did, I think, like 9 to 11. I wasn't like that, you know. But as I got, like now, I'll hit that thing 20 times. You know what I mean? It just comes with age. You know that, as they say, that grown man stuff.
man,
Yeah, exactly.
muscle
You know what I
memory.
mean? I hit it 20 times easy.
Because that cat that played for the Patriots, he was the fullback, Lorenzo Neal.
Yeah.
He did like 35 times, and I'm sitting there like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
he a big big
That's
look.
big.
Like he big
Yeah.
though.
I mean, yeah, he looked like a
He
fire,
like- yeah,
a
yeah.
fire hydrant.
Like that boxer, they call Pitbull, just that young,
Yeah,
stocky,
yeah,
just
yeah.
all neck, like
Yeah.
the dude that played for the Cranberry and Butterscotch, Tequila Spikes. They
Oh,
had
Tequila,
all neck.
yeah.
All
Yeah,
neck.
I
Like,
think-
Them, they had the dude back in the days, Tom Rathman. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
a fullback.
Remember
I
him.
know he did like 30 times. But I know Lorenzo Neal.
He was with the
Did like
Chargers,
35.
right?
Yeah, Lorenzo Neal was the Chargers.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
the guys, see the guys, but them two type of niggas is like they, being around football players, motherfuckers would just start wrestling and grappling. You know what I'm saying?
When
For
you
no
only
fucking
grapple,
reason,
you only
right?
grapple with Lorenzo Neal. He was two-time
when
state champion.
Yeah,
Right,
so
yeah.
when a nigga like that or Rathman, they not when you come to tackle them, they looking at you
Yeah.
like I'm the bigger, stronger man. Nigga, it's on. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
So
yeah.
now it's
Like,
about technique.
Right.
Hey,
Now,
right
can you
quick,
chop
though,
him
speaking
down?
of
Can
bigger,
you-
stronger man,
You know what I
did
mean?
you see these cats decide to take on Cam Newton?
Nah.
Oh, we don't go for it. Let's
Man, they
go.
disrespected my dog though.
That
man.
was-
Man, they
Y'all thought y'all was gonna knock the Medea hat off? What the
Yeah,
fuck
man.
wrong with y'all?
Man, that shit like it was glued on. It
That's what I
never
said, yeah,
moved.
the unit.
Never moved.
I give him a
So
heart
there.
for trying, even though it was like two of them.
Nah,
I
I ain't
give him
giving
a heart
him
for
that.
trying
That shit
because,
is
I
just
mean,
not cool.
Nah.
if you know anything about athleticism, right? When you look at a dude like a Cam Newton, his 6'6", 240 ain't the same as a regular dude 6'6", 240.
Right.
Like, this the type of dude that could yank you, and he'd be like, you remember the Little Rascals when dude trying to fight and dude just holding
Are
him
you
like
talking about the
this?
Three Stooges? Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like
Yeah.
the
It's a
the
whole
physical
different-
strength and reflexes and stuff and normal competitiveness that a guy like a Cam Newton, if you can't just sucker punch him and knock him out, you're gonna have it's a bad decision to get into a physical altercation
Yeah.
with a
You
dude
gotta
like
remember,
that.
that brother was in his prime pushing linebackers down with the
Yeah.
stiff arm.
Easy.
I give Cam when it comes to stiff arms and getting away from cats,
Yeah.
like how Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I was about to say he up there with Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
For sure.
He
Easy.
getting away from
Yeah,
you, like you
bouncing
was
off,
not finna get me.
Right. Yeah. They
That-
should never disrespect my dog.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
I'm
That's
a big
just-
fan of Cam. You know what
Right.
I mean?
I
Everything he
respect
stands
and
for,
salute
he do.
that
Like,
brother.
he can still play right now. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And they try to play.
They,
Yeah.
He
Like,
should-
Like that was like okay,
Unfortunately.
you for real?
Yeah.
Are you for real trying to
Yeah.
lock up with Cam Newton?
man.
right.
You know, like man,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
how did it get that serious?
Nah,
Unfortunately,
community tripping.
this lost generation of y'all ain't niggas, because newly intelligent God gifted Africans, y'all not them. This generation of niggas, no negros, niggas that this shit. It's I can see if Cam was out there disrespecting them, doing some hoe shit. Cause don't get me wrong, you got some celebrities that do some hoe shit.
Right.
You know, you celebrities don't get a pass intellectually. But this man is giving back to the youth, trying to do something.
Right.
And I don't know if these cats did it for likes, or one of that nigga. I'm finna be on. I'm finna make a moment. I want to go viral. And I don't know y'all cats none whatsoever. But I just, for the life of me, I don't understand the mentality of people that think they need to do some shit like that. And Cam, salute to you, bro. You held your own. You know what I'm saying? And y'all cats that be trying to test people, y'all stop trying to test people, because everybody ain't no punk.
Exactly. And that's what they think. They think because maybe still how they still growing. So where they at right now?
They let the outfit
yeah,
confuse.
yeah. Don't get confused.
That nigga
bro.
may wear
Somebody said the Wicked Witch of the West hat.
yeah. Don't get me wrong. I was laughing. I like, that nigga hat ain't moving.
It ain't fucking
I like, that nigga got the fucking Don Shula hat on. Yeah, 'cause, I mean, I'm laughing at that shit, but it's like, at the same time, I'm like, I'm disgusted looking at the shit
Right.
for what it mean to us. It's like, here we go once again. Some yeah, you niggas
Hey,
was
that
black.
shit
You
reminds
niggas that
me
did
of,
that,
like,
y'all was
a-
black. You wasn't melanated.
Nigga might wear that hat, but
One of the
his ass
things
like
about
one of them
people that
taking
compete
care
at
of
high
you,
level,
punch your
one
ass
thing
from
about
hella far
athletes
away.
that compete at a high level, that stay in the weight room, this and that, like Fly say, you steady testing your strength against other people, is that a lot of people don't realize is that many of these guys are really well aware that they could actually hurt you if they really want to.
That's why.
So-
That's why he wasn't truly swinging it.
Right. So you got a lot of
Look at boxers.
a lot of people don't be realizing they get into these arguments and that, and they be like, the only thing that's really saving you is that a lot of people who compete at a certain level know what they can do physically, so you kind of develop some self-restraint.
Right.
Like you be like, okay, blood, I could really pick you up
Right.
and break you over my knee
Right.
if I wanted to, and there's nothing you could do
Right.
to stop me.
Right.
Right.
So
Like cats who
you can have that.
Right.
who talk
right.
crazy to a person, you know, and thinking, oh man, this motherfucker smaller than you. Don't know if this motherfucker doing jujitsu,
Right.
Exactly.
MMA.
Exactly.
He could be
So
from
just
Camp
don't
of
press them
Gracie.
issues, man.
People stop sizing people up on because of social media. What you think, you don't know who these motherfuckers is.
Right.
One of the craziest scenes I remember from high school, and this is when I went to Woodside, right? It was these cats, it was some pilgrims, and they was talking shit to these Asians. And thought they was, you know how the pilgrims be, they think they run everything. Shit, but no Mayflower over here, bitch. They was talking shit to these Asian cats, and dude went in and, you know, Pilgrim was trying to punk him, trying to push him, this, that, and whatever, and we sitting there like, the fuck wrong with y'all? We ain't getting in it, but we like, motherfucker,
Like you going too far. You're doing too much.
yeah. The Pilgrim really thought he was doing too much. So, dude end up pulling out a blade. The Asian cat pulled out a blade, like, what the fuck you want to do? And I'm sitting there looking like, and they ran. I'm like, but you was just hard.
That's what you was asking for, though.
You asking for some shit because you sized this young man up. Because I was
You learn to let shit go.
15, 14 at the time.
Right.
At my height that I am now, but not the weight. I picked this shit up many
In due
moons later.
time.
But
That's why I'm running
people be
5'5".
underestimating people.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and that's what's wrong. They thought, oh, Cam soft. This man is played in the NFL and got 300-pound men in biker shorts trying to tackle him.
Bouncing off him.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
Arm tackles. None of that shit work.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Right.
Remember when we worked on the Marshawn Lynch movie?
Yeah.
And somebody was once
For
saying,
sure.
like, man, I don't know about, but I said, dude,
Marshawn
I said, you
will
can feel
knock
the
your
strength.
block off.
You can feel the
Yeah,
strength
yeah,
coming off this
yeah,
man.
Do hallways with Marshawn if you want to.
They don't want no smoke from Marcel.
Yeah,
They don't
like
want
that
no smoke.
motherfucker will run you over and won't even blink.
Right now, today, literally.
Yeah.
Nah. That sizing up.
Mark Anthony has one more question.
What he talk about?
I'm gonna let you.
Oh hell no! Hey, he said, "Would you take a business?"
Dinner with Diddy. See, I'd be. Never
You know what? Let me
Go
set
ahead.
it up.
Don't
Let
even-
me 500,000
No.
for lunch with Jay-Z.
I'm taking 500,000.
Give me the money.
and then try to throw Jay-Z 100,000 for some money.
You know what's funny is that I saw Jay-Z interview with Gayle King,
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
Take the money.
Yeah, man, what the fuck you doing?
But then
Exactly.
he was on social media doing whole think pieces on being exposed
Because-
to that game and
because
how they would
niggas-
take the lunch with Jay-Z. And I'm over here like, nigga, 500 bands.
Yeah.
Because the thing about that, and this is just my take on that whole, no matter what person you put, where you can even say Russell Simmons, you could say Oprah, you could say Tyler Perry, you could say whoever the fuck, you could say Obama. For you niggas that, yeah, them niggas. Hey, vote
You
Tuesday.
can take 500,000 to buy your way into some of them rooms and
Thank
still
you.
be up
I'm just
several
saying.
hundred G's.
Exactly.
I get it because at one point, don't get me wrong, they can give you a ism. They can drop a gem on you.
Yeah.
But what are the chances you're in a position to know how to articulate the conversation you want to have for them to give you the gem that you want? See,
And then when you leave, even with that gym, when you leave,
That's-
do you have things in place where you could even?
Get it done. You gotta still go get it done.
Are you structurally sound
Right.
to be able to reciprocate what you have ingested? And I'm gonna go back. Remember when I said invest? Ingest. It's all in. Because within is in. You was born by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Because even if you get all this game from Jay-Z, you still got to have the ability to make a reasonable doubt. You still got to have a Dame Dash. You still got to have several things. So if he give you this game and then you come home to Modesto, and
Right.
now you sit there, you go wish you took the
Yeah,
500 bands.
Yeah, envisioning his face like, nah.
You still can be door dashing if you don't have the right mentality to put yourself in those rooms.
Right.
Conversation run the nation. Procrastination is a violation.
Because a lot of people don't understand. Luck is when preparation and opportunity meets. If you get all this game from Jay-Z and a cool dinner and you ain't prepared, if the opportunity comes, it ain't gonna happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If the opportunity come and you ain't, it's not gonna happen. You gotta, there's certain infrastructure, like I was saying, like people gotta take time to stop, study, learn the game, and just having one conversation with a boss nigga ain't gonna do it. It
Right.
takes years. What they say, 10,000 hours?
10,000 hours.
10,000
You know what I'm
hours
saying?
to
That
learn.
means you gotta,
right, Right.
you gotta,
To be good at it.
you know, like
To
a lot of
be
people
good
in
at it.
martial arts, they think, oh, I'm a black belt. So now that's a master.
Right.
No, you're actually, a lot of people say a black belt is simply now you've just mastered the basics.
Right.
And that's numbers.
Then
It's
you
like,
start learning.
Right.
it's like we were speaking earlier before we went live. We was talking about Larry June. I was watching an interview with Larry June and he said it could take him 3 days to do a song. He said, but for 3 hours of every day, he in there going hard.
Right.
So multiply 3 hours every day by 365. That's numbers.
Shout out to June too. I'll do a song with Larry June.
Larry June is raw.
Raw.
Salute,
And
bro.
his marketing is out of this
but
world.
that's insight, foresight,
Right.
and I'm a Thundercat, nigga. Lion-O, sight beyond
Them
sight.
niggas always
you niggas will get that at 3 in the morning.
listen to Larry. If you're not feeling on your grind, listen to Larry June and Payroll Giovanni for a day. If you don't walk
This-
out of there feeling like, man, let me get to it, then it ain't in you.
You gotta be in it and be committed to your craft because hard work beats talent. When talent don't work hard. You gotta be about that
Hey, you
shit.
know, some people think that shit is a cliche, and it's really not.
Exactly.
It's mediocre niggas that's winning because they refuse to lose and they outgrinded everybody.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it took me 8 to 22 years old to get to the league, and I was
14
good.
years of
No,
work.
nobody has gotten
I
to the
was
league
good.
at 15.
Exactly. And I was good, so but I didn't take it no shortcuts. I had to put that work in.
You got to.
Shout out to Eddie Smith, man. One-on-one sessions all the time. That's
You
all we
got to.
did. So yeah,
You
man.
got to.
Yeah.
When we was
Love
doing the
that
movie
work.
with Marshawn Lynch, and he was talking about workout sessions and stuff like that, and a couple people was, inspired, like, man, we gonna join you. And he's like, well, I get down at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
He was up at 3 a.m., done already sipped on the yak and all that, and then be out there at 3 a.m. doing body weight exercises.
Right. I like
While other cats was trying to kick it, feeling a little tipsy, and it's like, man, this man ain't no all-pro
Right.
because he ain't put in the work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, to the average person, going to work out at 3 a.m. sound bananas.
Right.
That sound bananas. Like,
That sound like fresh air to me. I
I'm
ain't
in my
gonna
deep
lie.
stuff.
yeah. But them cats was doing that. Now, what was the dude? He played for the Blazers. And he played for the Blazers, and he said that him and Kobe was on one of the national teams. And he said that Kobe was like, man, we're gonna meet at the gym and work out. So he showed up at 3. Kobe ain't there. He
Nah,
see
yeah,
Kobe,
yeah, I just seen
and he
that.
like, man, where was you at? I was at him. Kobe's like, nigga, I'm at 3 a.m.
Right,
like tonight.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
bro was like, he was basically sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, Kobe's work ethic was just
Monster.
Right.
And then combine that with the actual talent, being 6'7", yak, vertical, and all that, with that work level, and then people like, damn.
Gotta have that work ethic.
Shit.
Right. Got to.
Michael Jordan kicked it and gambled with the best of them and still
And
put up 3,000
still.
shots a day. You know what I'm saying?
Still.
Yeah, so it's like, man, you gotta work, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you got cats who actually really have talent, who are working harder than you.
Yeah.
They're more talented. They were born with more talent than you, and they're outworking you. You have no hope at all.
Yeah. I'm gonna shout myself out on that one.
Yeah.
That's how I'm coming with it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was born with more talent, and I'm still gonna outwork you. So
Yeah.
you got nothing coming against me.
Right. Never skip a step. Never skip a step, man.
Exactly. So I'm gonna tell you off top. I'm wish you nothing but the best, continued success and blessings in everything you do, business, music, and
Appreciate
you know, a lot of us, people think too many people put their eggs in one basket. You know, and salute to you for what you're doing because you started with sports.
Right.
But we didn't sat here and talked about your success in the sports life, and the sports life is not a long life.
No.
Let's keep it a buck.
Very
Depending
true.
on what sport. The only sport that's long is baseball. And I'm a
yeah.
baseball coach. I'm a
Mhm.
baseball
That's what's up.
player. Baseball, you get $1 million signing bonus out of high school.
Shout out to Bobby Bonilla,
Yeah, exactly.
who's still getting paid off
BB.
that contract.
You know what I'm saying? But you niggas don't want to play baseball. You niggas want to be N1
It ain't glamorous.
on some other shit. Baseball is the greatest sport. Why? Because it's the only sport where you can fail 7 times out of 10 and be considered great. Every other sport, that's your success failure rate. You're fucking gone.
If you hit the ball 3 times out of 10 consistently for 15 to 20 years, they're
You're
fucking around to put
considered
you in the Hall of
great.
Fame.
That's the only sport. And I'm not knocking no other sport, but I'm just saying you have 1.2 seconds to react to something being thrown at your body
At 95 miles an hour.
or more.
But that bar is only like that because it ain't easy.
Exactly.
It ain't easy. That's why
I
it's
respect
like that.
baseball. I respect baseball.
Yeah,
It wasn't my best sport, but I respect
It's
it.
okay.
Yeah.
But
It's kind of
that's
saying, what's easier, hitting a 20-foot jump or hitting a curveball?
curveball that had your ass
Curveball,
twisted.
for sure.
Curveball that had you looking like Soda Popinski on Mike Tyson Punch Out. If you ain't time it right. But like I said, you did sports. You competed at a high level.
Right.
With sports.
Right.
Business, you're doing your thing.
Right.
Music, you're doing your thing. That's a trifecta.
Yes, sir.
And that's some shit y'all get at 3.
You gonna fuck around and be a platinum artist and a billionaire.
Yeah, that's
You know
what I'm
what I'm
going
saying?
for. That's what I'm going for. I appreciate that.
But that's what's up.
Thank you.
Because with us, like I said, too many of us end up being short sighted on this is only my lane here.
Right.
You didn't let the sports be like, okay, because we see sports people, icons, athletes. After sports, they just, man, what the fuck I'm gonna do? You gotta.
Yeah.
My brother played for my little brother played for Texas A&M.
Nice.
I remember he and my youngest brother was at Reggie Bush's pro day at USC. My baby brother, out of high school, when Reggie Bush's pro day, my brother had a tryout at USC.
Man.
You know,
That's what's up. Yeah.
Reggie
Shout out to
Bush's
Reggie
pro
Bush.
day.
That was a sensational athlete right there.
One of the
So
best.
Get in there and back
I
his
remember
Heisman,
my
too.
little brother. He cried like a baby his last football game. College. Now, he wasn't trying to go further. He just was. He did his shit,
Right.
and that's what it is. But and he doing his thing now
Right.
in other avenues in life.
Right.
But a lot of us be one-trick ponies.
Right.
And you can't be a one-trick pony because there are no short-necked giraffes. Why? Because leaves grow at the top, nigga. They fall when they decay. Why would you eat rotten food when you can get fresh shit at the top? You'll get that at 3 in the morning.
100%.
They get that at 3 in the morning.
Man, I be having some people like ask me interesting questions or engaging interesting,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, ways of thinking about shit. So I'm watching a combine with somebody and they like, look how that look. You got a bunch of black men out there competing almost like it's on some slavery type shit, right?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I had to think about it because I'm like, my first reaction is to be like, hell no, right? But I'm like, oh, well, I understand what you're talking about.
Sports is that.
Yeah, but so as we started talking, I'm just like, I see what you're saying, but at the same time, when you get to know, and if you've grown up in that environment, these are some of the most talented, smartest people you will ever meet in your life.
Did you have
And you'll
awkwardness
get
at
the
your
most
pro day?
strongest
What was that?
relationships
Did you have
that you'll
awkwardness like he was saying at your pro day?
Nah.
and got
It was
and,
expected.
and
Oh, so
I-
you was prepared on
Yeah. It was expected. Like, you go through the training to be in front of those people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're doing it for your reasons. You never thinking about their reasons. You know what I'm saying?
So the correlation he was saying almost like I've heard people say it's almost like a slave auction or something. You come up.
It's definitely
is.
an auction. It's
It
definitely
is.
to the highest bidder, to the best player.
But I just want to finish up my whole
Please do.
thought on that because I don't want to get out the conversation like that. Just to say, my first reaction was like, "Were you ready? You mad? You get like, what the fuck you talking about, blood?" Like, but at the same time, I just was like, "Nah, bruh. These is the most qualified people that can go for this job. These is the most qualified people that's
So
going
you
for
saying
the
they
job."
got an audition?
Thank you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He got the most Willie Nelsons. He can jump in out the gym. He doing this. He's smart as fuck. He does his homework. He got his responsibility.
Yeah.
He's got his grades. He got a good mama at the house. He did, you know what I mean? Like on and on and on. Like these is some of the best people you can ever fucking meet. So that's why my first reaction was like, but then I'm like, okay, I see what you're saying, but what are you really like? Come on, bro. Like,
Well,
you
like,
gotta really
what about like the
engage
dark
with
side? Like I
motherfuckers.
heard they asked Des Bryant a question that some niggas would have reached across the table on.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I heard they asked Des Bryant some shit like, "Is your mama a crack hoe or something?" Because his mother had substance abuse problem. Like, how do you feel about your mama being a crack? Yeah, some crazy shit.
Yeah,
And then later on, he had an altercation with her, and he ended up getting arrested and shit. It was some crazy shit that went on because she had some substance abuse problems.
But it's how they put it though. If they said it like a crack hoe, yeah, we got problems.
Yeah, and I guess they was trying to test his temperament.
No.
But there were some people that was like, if
They
he'd have
gonna
reached
play
across,
you.
if he'd have reached across the table and broke dude's face,
Listen,
Well,
any,
he wouldn't have been able to.
occupation is
That's
gonna
they
have,
do that.
Right.
Any occupation has people all over the whole spectrum of the ways of thinking, bro. Like that's just it. Don't matter what the fuck it is, bro. So you can't narrow it down to football. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right. Everybody needs to qualify, and there's somebody above.
so when you were in
who's
that
the
process,
second.
that didn't really cross your mind, or you already knew what the game was.
Yeah. I mean, as far as that thought, that's something that I've heard about later, right? I'm in the mode, I'm in tunnel vision, so. But I was prepared for that day to be in front of those people.
And them asking you possibly crazy type questions.
Nobody asked me nothing crazy.
Okay.
I had a few teams already: Tennessee, the Colts, the Raiders, the Jets. They was already interested. So
you'd already had some form of communication.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah. So and
They just really wanted to see what you could do.
Exactly.
Really do.
Yeah, exactly. Des Bryant was on a different level. He was he was a draft pick, you know what I mean? So he got, something else in that door, behind that door that happened. But
maybe a little more intense group.
Yeah. And if they thought he had anger issue is still you still
That's
don't.
when they was testing.
Yeah, but there's a way of testing it.
Yeah, them pilgrims gonna test
Family,
you.
you test it, you gonna get that, or they
Right.
should have got that.
Mhm.
And he still would have. I think well respected. He still should have got a chance, even if he's fired on the dude and broke his nose. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's his mama. It ain't like
Exactly.
it ain't like oh your partner a drug addict. Like nah,
Yeah.
I'm talking about my mama. So,
Exactly. Don't talk about my mama.
Nah, for sure, for sure.
So, before we even get ready to get out of here, tell everybody where they can find you on social media for the ones who just tuning in late.
Yeah. Yeah, to everybody that just tuned in, man, I'm Rockstar22, aka Rod, aka when I play football, Rasan Vaughn. But y'all can find me on social media at Rockstar22 underscore ROCSTAR 22, no K. That's to be different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So find me on ROCSTAR 22 underscore on all social platforms.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
Like I said before, Smurders. I want to wish you all the best, continued success and blessings, you and your brother. Hopefully we can get bro on here one day. You know, we can make that
for
happen. And you always welcome to come back because I salute and respect what you're doing, and I'm gonna always give props and salutes to brothers that's doing some good shit, positive, trying to do things because I know where we come from.
Right. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? And it ain't easy for us.
Right.
You know? And for you to achieve success in different levels, you know, you didn't stick to one lane. You wasn't a one trick pony. You got you branching out, and that's what I tell people. You got to be a tree.
Diversify.
Diversify your portfolio, niggas. You can't sell top ramen all day. Somebody wants to have spaghetti. Somebody wants lasagna, and just always got a room for salmon. The other pink meat. You get that at 3 in the morning, nigga.
Nah, yeah. I appreciate y'all having me for real,
sure.
man.
Appreciate you coming through.
No, for sure. It was a lot of
Man,
game,
and that we was talking about
we
that
do.
crypto, that NFT and shit like that.
Yeah.
And the way you broke down NFT, I've been confused for 2 years, and all I need to do is talk to you. Now I got an understanding of it. So
Right.
shout out to all you
30
niggas who
seconds,
couldn't explain it.
Right.
No, for sure, man. It took me time. Like we said, it take time for all of it, though. You know what I
Got to.
mean? So over time, man, I hope for y'all to see me in movies, make my
doing
make my
Holla.
presentation, hear my music in them as well, get synced in there. I need a Grammy. I want an Oscar. I
Yeah.
want everybody coming with me. You know what I'm saying? That we could bring whoever grow at the same time. That that's what I want. So that's where we at. So I appreciate y'all 100%.
And then we gotta leave y'all behind. But when you do grow, we'll come back and get you.
Exactly. Door always open.
We're always gonna make it happen. Let everybody tell
Shout out to
everybody.
the young men also that you mentioned that's on the verge of going to the league.
Yeah,
so, you know.
shout out to them. Salute to them.
Rajay
brothers.
and
Tell 'em.
JJ, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Doing your thing.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, shout out to whoever you
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
give shout outs to.
Shout out to my brother All Black. Shout out
All
to my
Black.
mom, Miss Kim.
Hey,
shout,
yeah.
out shout out to Mark
Works.
Anthony, of course.
Mark
Shout out to
My
Terrence
guy.
Mitchell. Shout out to DeAndre Carter. Terrence Mitchell was he was on the practice squad this year, but he's been 10 years in the league, and I think maybe even 11. He went to he played in he was at the Super Bowl with the Niners this year. Shout out to DeAndre Carter. DeAndre Carter, a returner for the Raiders. We all went to high school together. Me, him, and Mark, and so all of us met Terrence Mitchell in high school. We from SAC. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out and whoever I miss, and of course shout out to God and Jesus Christ, like for blessing me to be here for real. You know what I'm saying? Without this blessing, I couldn't be here. So yeah, we about to take it on one. We about to take it on one.
That's what's happening. That's what's up.
Hey man, and as usual, thank y'all for tuning in. For any missed episodes, y'all make sure y'all hit up our YouTube page, Cognac Confessionals. But thank y'all for tapping in. We had a great show. KAMM in the building, man. You can find me on Instagram. You already know.
Oh my God.
Hey, it's your boy Pharaoh, aka Pharaoh Films. Hey man, just holler at me, man. I'll catch y'all in the whirlwind.
In the whirlwind. And me, I'm Deshaun. You can find me. You already know where you can find me. I'm always there. I'm in your bitch dreams. Why? Because that's where I reside. I'm just joking. Humbly cocky. Nah, but seriously, you can find me at Cognac_Confessionals on Instagram, Cognac Confessionals on Facebook. If you know me, you know my other page. If you don't know me, don't try to find my other page. Nigga, don't. Nah, I'm just
If you
joking.
ones that don't know,
Yeah, if you don't know.
Right.
But nah, seriously, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Salute everybody. Peace and blessings. Continued success. It's the first. It's March 1st. Niggas, please do not turn into leprechauns and trade in your kente cloths. I find that shit highly disrespectful. But you niggas probably gonna do it anyway. But I'm just saying. And as usual, now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends. Hey, catch y'all next week when we have some more people who we trying to uplift and that's doing shit. Fuck with your boy. We out.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all for real, man.
So, I gotta hit that button. My thing on here is hit the top of that flash.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's in the middle of it's not letting me push it. Hold it down.